I wanted to start the page 104, Tai No Henka, but the book tells you as much as I can put in words. It took me 2 years to write it, the book, so I had lots of time to think about what I wanted to put, and you change it, you think of something else. But I'm pretty happy with the content, so if you only have the book, that's good. But I'd like to talk to you about the way I see Aikido. I haven't met anybody who's not a stubborn person in life, and sometimes we listen to people, but we don't quite agree with them, and we do our own thing. I'm no different, and in Aikido I personally think I put a lot of pegs in, I won't go beyond. And I can say that now after all these years of training in Aikido, seeing lots of different teachers, lots of different styles, and basically being happy with my own development and where I've arrived at. We're always a student, we're always trying to get better, but I urge you to try to think about certain principles and sticking to them. Now, Tai No Henka. When I was a Q grade, going back many years, an English teacher gave me one of the best pieces of advice that I'm going to give you today. And that is that Saito Sensei seemed to make Iwama Aikido to us very robotic and very mechanical, and it can make us try so hard that we become stiff, we don't become flexible, and we think that if I'm going to do Tai No Henka here, and I offer my arm, and then I do this, and I sort of go round. We try so hard that we become stiff, and we don't have freedom. So what this teacher said to me was, best of advice, I wouldn't at the time move any more than the one movement he showed. So I kept trying to do the one movement exactly how he showed it. And he came up to me and said, Tony, if you need to take an extra half a step, then take it, because one day when you find Aikido in your own body and make it your Aikido and you become natural, you're going to move about and it'll be different to how the set move is made. And I want to tell you this in Tai No Henka. Right? So if you feel that you are trying so hard that you feel stiff and like trapped, please remember those words. You've got to be as free as you can and still get the nice Tai No Henka. So going over the points that I remember Sensei saying is, don't show your fingers because they can grab it. So soft fists, they're down by your sides. I'm going to show you from different angles. You just offer your arm like this. You offer your arm like this. If you raise it any more and you try and hold it there, you'll feel that you're having to use strength. There's a place just there where it's comfortable, and that's now starting to strain. Right? So this is comfortable. Uke comes to you, you don't go to them. If you do go to them, you just offer it comfortably. It stays about here, level in your groin. It doesn't go higher. If you have a window, reflection or a mirror, it's even better. I've put the Joe down today to show you a line. So I'm standing here. You don't have to stand tight to the line. Your offer, comfortable. Now, I see a lot of teachers when they're doing Aikido, and this will be going perhaps against your thoughts, but I don't like the thought of going back into the UK. Now, if you do Tai No Henka, I'm going to start at the end of my J. You may not be able to see it because of the light and everything. I offer. I stimulate the fingers. I turn. This angle should be the angle of their arm. I also believe in energy work. You can't see it, but them coming down on you like this means they're committed, they're thinking grip or attack, attack, attack. So they're always thinking about, giving you their best. So it's like their energy's coming towards you. So when I turn my fingers, I turn it, and this is in the book, the angle of their arm. I don't try and make myself disfigured, So here, stimulate, once they grab, turn the hand, and really check on this angle. I believe it's very important. Halfway is no good, too much is no good. The angle of their arm, you can't see it, but you've got to guess it, this angle. The book will show you the angles. You stand in Aiki posture, offer, stimulate, angle. On the front foot, before you shift the weight, so you're going to shift the weight in a moment. First you're going to turn the ball of the front foot. The height of the hands stay the same as when you offered it. You can raise, you can extend. These are variations on the basic. Alright, so the basic is here. The back leg doesn't want to be locked out, it wants to just be soft, not too soft. Some teachers, they look like they're sitting on a bar stool, It shouldn't be like this. It should be the Ken cut, but not stiff, locked back leg. Okay. When you look down over your knee, you should be able to just see your big toe and this joint here. You should be able to see this joint here. If you can see more, then you've not gone far enough. If you can't see the big toe and you've got to look over yourself, then it's too much. Detail, detail and more detail, but not stiffness. Okay? Detail, detail, detail and not stiffness. The next point, you can't see yourself, but this is upright. This is in the groin. A lot of people do this. Their upper body starts to go over the line. I always say in my teaching not to go backwards, to go forwards. So why would you go over here if you're asking them to go, please go past, you would step out the way and say, please go past. Saito Sensei used to use this all the time. You offer, you stimulate, you direct. You don't go, this does not move any centimetres this way. You go round it. This is where the English teachers' words come into it. When you turn, I'll stand away from the Joe. When you turn, don't let this go over, but adjust the front foot there. Adjust the front foot there. You will find that this is about now moving to your best position with comfort and ease. Don't leave it there. Saito Sensei was very verbal, and he would often comment on other styles. This is a Yoshinkan style, an Aikido, a Hombu style. It's very stable, and you will see pictures of O-sensei doing this at times. But in the basic Tai No Henka, Sato Sensei said, please finish with the front foot straight. Now, why? Why finish it here and not here where you're very stable? Because it's a basic. It's like the seed. You plant the seed, you get the bush, the tree. So we're looking at the seed. Why this? If you have it here, if you try and go this way now with your partner hanging on, you damage your own knee. You put pressure on your knee. It's already got pressure. You add to it. If you're here, you can go this way more or that way more without the pressure on your knee. So this is the benefit of not doing this in basic. Okay, not doing this in basic. You can only go this way with ease. You cannot go that way without moving it. It takes an action to move it just to there. So please try this. Okay, so what have we got? We've got hammy, offer, stimulate, fingers, ball of the front foot turns, shift the weight, don't go over here, adjust the foot when you settle. Offer the hand, the height of the groin, not too high. Stimulate the fingers, shape. It comes in the tuck. Turn as you shift the weight, turn on the ball of the foot, adjust the front foot. So this is all done in a smooth manner. Yeah. Not locked, but just slightly soft. Slightly soft. Hey. Adjust. Adjust. Don't let it get stuck. Don't let it get stuck. Okay, so this is the basic stages of Tai No Henka. And with the book, I hope all these points will add. Check yourself in the mirror, check yourself in the shadow. This is very important. Most people do it naturally. Please try to avoid it and try to be upright. So that when you keep the thought dorsal, please go past. Not please go past. Okay? Dorsal. We'll go on to the Marotidori next, but everything is about movement. One last thought I just thought of, Tai No Henka. Let's move this over. Tai No Henka. If the person is about a distance of about 50 centimetres away from my jaw, Tai No Henka, we do step back and adjust. Okay. So we do turn and go back. But the aim in your Tai No Henka, in your thinking, should be a forward thinking, not a kaisabaki, not a going back feeling. Okay? So it shouldn't be here, going back, this feeling. Alright, just keep checking the distance. The feeling wants to be, the person is coming to you. So when it's kin and nagari, there's no good going back, is there? Because they're going to be going past you. You won't have anything to extend. You offer. Stimulate. Turn. Sometimes you offer a little bit with a cocked wrist. Okay. Offer this height. Stimulate. Turn. And about here, about in the middle, look at my feet, look at my feet. The feeling is forward, forward, forward. So you keep stable hips, stable forward. These are not wide, not too close. Stimulate both hands should look the same. Not one dead and the other one alive, both the same. Not stiff, but full, as if you're holding a melon in each hand. They're stimulated, but they're not stiff. For beginners, you can make them do this. It's good for their stimulation of their hands, but as you become more experienced, just full, thinking out the points of the wrist. Okay, I hope this will help you develop your Tai No Henka. Get these parts right and you'll start to release Kokyu in time. You can't pull people. You get somebody heavier than you, but you don't want to go into them and let them take even more than they've got. That's why you go round this point, and that when you start to stable, that's when you can sort of dig in and find your power. Okay? So don't give them anything. They grab. You stimulate. You shape. You don't waver it up and down. This stays where it is. You go round it, you adjust the front foot, and you either extend it forward or you leave it where it is. Showing you at this speed is almost impossible to show you it, as I'd like to. Okay, just check all your bits, make sure you feel okay, look at your hands, do your best. That's all we can do. Thank you for your time.